something like, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Getting High with Eli. I'm your host, Eli. This is my show, so let's get started. All right, we're here with...
My name's Panda. I'm here with Loud Weed. We also have Angel.
Hi. Or your favorite bruja.
My favorite bruja. Definitely my favorite bruja.
So we're going to be on the show today. They invited me to come out, and so I'm going to do a little video for them. So just stay right there, light up your bowls, and check it out.
Here today with my giveaway winners. I am your host, Panda, with Loud Weed. We are actually coming to you from my house today, which is completely different, something we haven't done. Usually we're live on KDIF out in South Phoenix, so this is something we're doing different. I actually brought on the two giveaway winners simply because we wanted to show off everything that they won, but what's cool is each of you actually run your own podcast. So we're going to have a whole episode today just kind of talking about that, discussing where we came from, what we're doing, what our purposes are, and we're going to enjoy all this lovely stuff. We got munchies, we got plenty of dabs going, we got some flour here, we got a couple blunts rolled. So this is going to be a completely different episode of Loud Weed. You're going to be able to find it on all of the platforms now, like Spotify, the Google Podcasts. And you can find our link on our Instagram page, Loud Weed. You just click that link in the bio and you'll get right to our pages. So as far as Loud Weed, we're a women-led community strong radio show. We're centered around the ins and outs of medical and recreational marijuana. And what I like to do is bring together the community and just kind of find out who we are. The Phoenix community is really vast. We have artists, musicians, and then everybody has their own little niche. So it's really awesome to kind of bring together and kind of learn. Oh, the pizza!
I already got it.
We gotta work out the pizza.
I
got the pizza.
Already got it, guys.
We're on it.
Good. So my producer's on the pizza. We're good. We're good. So we are, like I said, we come around the ins and outs of the medical and recreational side of marijuana, even though we are not yet a recreational state. The whole scene is flourishing and thriving. So I'm excited to kind of bring you some two new guests. Last week was our first time having guests, so that was an interesting thing to do. Have you had guests on your show yet?
It's really hard to like arrange it with schedules and stuff, but
it is.
We're working on
That's
it.
why we're at my house today.
Yeah, this will be the first like recording with the group, so that's really cool. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm gonna have to keep this content and put it out too.
So let me introduce you guys. Right next to me, to my left, I have Getting High with Eli himself. He runs a YouTube. You have your Instagram. So tell us a little bit about
all platforms.
Yeah.
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I'm working on the WeTube one. There's a new platform, so it's a little bit different to work with and stuff. So, and they have some controversies with YouTube and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's a new platform I'll be putting out here soon. So stay tuned for that.
Awesome.
Just trying to cover them all.
And you're with the Dope Squad too, Mary Jane.
Dope Squad?
Yeah, Dope Squad. Yeah, Mary Jane Smokeware is one of my sponsors. I do have two sponsors. They're really awesome. And yeah, Dope Squad.
Nice.
Yeah,
who else
basically a collection of really cool people in the industry, just helping each other out and showing everybody what it's all about. So.
Yeah, cool. Who else is your sponsor?
What's that?
Who else is your sponsor?
Marijuana Evaluations.
Oh, nice.
Yes, they made sure that I am legal and legit, so I can go online and make all these cool videos for everybody.
That's a good time for me to plug in my little, we are all AZDHS compliant patients. We have our cards. We do abide by those laws, and again, we're in the comfort of my own home. So what we're here to do today is to help break the stigma, fight against the taboo tied to our beloved plant, and just kind of discuss everything that goes around it, the good, the bad, the ugly that comes with smoking cannabis. And so today I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about your own things. You know, I didn't even introduce you, Angel. Hi, Angel.
Hi.
Thanks, sister. So tell us a little bit about you. Are you from Phoenix?
No, I'm actually not. I'm from California. I've probably been here though for maybe going on 15 years or so. My parents brought us here from California. I grew up in Long Beach. I definitely will never forget it. I've been here forever and it's still too hot for me.
It is hot. We're going to be in Long Beach next week. So I'm so excited. And that's kind of what led us to do this. Was next week is supposed to be our scheduled show. So we wanted to try and do something live out there, and then we were like, okay, but how do we do that? So that's what kind of brought this together. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you for coming all the way from Mesa, Eli. I appreciate you.
Yes,
You came from
thank you for
Chandler.
having us.
Thank you. I appreciate you
I should have
guys.
got a ride with you.
There's plenty of food, so feel free to eat. Munchies, tons of stuff. So, what brought you to do your show, Eli?
My show? I don't know. I've always kind of been ever since I was a kid, I've always like wanted to be in the movies and stuff like that. You know, I always thought of that stuff. And then I've been working in the industry for, I don't know, out here in the legal industry for about 5 years now. So I just was like, this is something I love to do at work, you know, and this is what I like to do for work. And when I'm off of work, that's all I do anyway. So I was like, you know what, to put 2 and 2 together, and YouTube gave me that opportunity, the platform to make my own show.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know what, make your own show, make it the way you want it, and just flow with it that way, you know.
It's really cool to be able to put out your own content and be who you are, and people actually like respond to that.
What
and
are we
still
smoking
show
on,
you
by
love.
the way?
You know, honestly, like 2 or 3 people rolled a blunt.
What
What are we smoking on? What do you have in your Panda stash jar?
I've got some sour power.
Sour
Nice.
power.
Yeah, I'm very big on the citrus chutneys. I don't remember the name of it, but anyways, anything orange or like lemon,
I'm
that's
about
my
lemon.
jam.
Oh yeah, I'm about lemon. I don't know. I honestly was at a get together for a couple girls. One of the girls was going away, so like 10 of us got, not only 10, it was like 5 of us got together, and I was out. It was like, but it, well, you know, we all came together, and I was out, so I got a little bit from some of my friends.
There you go.
And so that's kind of a hodge podge.
There you go.
So this is a little bit of yours. We got that other
It's a
blunt.
Snickle Fits.
That's a good name for it. So, what brought you to do your show?
You know,
Tell us the name of your show.
oh, my podcast is The Lion, the Witch, and the Moon.
Where can you find it?
Right now, just on Spotify and Anchor. Having a little issues here with my distribution on Apple Music, as we are smoking. Well, I smoke on my podcast, so you know sometimes they don't really like that.
So they strike you for that and stuff?
Yeah, that, and also The Lion, the Witch, and the Moon is too close to Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which was the point because that's one of my favorite books
Yeah, but it's
ever.
not
Like
It's like a
exactly, yeah, like I'm
Homage to
the
it.
Lion because I'm the Leo. I'm the Witch because I'm the Bruja, and the Moon, I love the Moon, and
I
we're
love
here
the
to
moon.
discuss all variations of spirituality and religion. So
That's what your podcast
Yes.
generates.
So generally, my first episode was just me and my intro and what I, because I'm a devotee of La Santa Muerte, so, you know, growing up Catholic or Christian in a Mexican household, that's very, you know, taboo, so they're like, no. Well, as I got older, you know, I want to figure things out for myself, and
Yep.
so I like to talk about that, because I like to bring some light to it. You know, growing up, we think it's bad, but when you get older, you can find out for yourself, and it isn't all that bad. So I have some friends that are Wiccan, that are pagan. I have some friends that are Mormon, that are Catholic and Jewish. So my plan is to bring someone from a different background on each episode and have them discuss how they grew up and if they still follow that faith or practice.
Do they still
or,
practice it?
yeah, so just see how it like affects like you in your adult life now. And
The Catholic religion was really huge growing up in my household. Like, you walk in and you see the Virgen, and I
Yeah.
have candles, but I can't say that I grew up Catholic. It was
Yeah.
just kind of part of the culture.
yeah,
like,
like it's
My grandparents had the Virgen, and it looks like you walk into my grandparents' house. I have the roosters, I have the Virgin Mary, I have the blankets, but it's really just kind of part of my culture. I don't think that I was ever raised in any kind
Yeah.
of religion.
Yeah, see, my nana and my parents, they kind of follow pretty heavy on their faith there. So I remember not even being allowed to read Harry Potter because it's magic.
Last week was Banned Books Week, and that's like my favorite banned book. It's Harry Potter. So.
Yeah,
Just
I
banning
think I
things,
started reading it in junior year.
So they stopped you from being able to post your videos. Have they stopped you guys from ever being? Is there any restrictions that you guys have gone through? I mean, because I know I do. I mean, YouTube's
I get
pretty.
shadow
You know,
banned on Instagram.
you know YouTube, and that's goes back to the reason why that you said the topic of the first of the show is just getting rid of that taboo and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we're free and we're allowed to do these things, and medicinally, because we're all medicinable, and there's all these restrictions
It
against
is
us.
tough,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And
Us
that's the fight.
being
That's the real fight.
Us being on the radio show, we have to be very careful of what we say. We have to be very careful of what we do. And KDIF is an amazing program, an amazing showcase. They have a bunch of different shows, but they really give back to the community, and they are on school property. So, we have to be super careful what we do and respect that space. So that has been a learning curve for us. Also, while uploading the podcast, I realized the same. Apple isn't going to put me on just because the name of our show is Loud Weed. Getting a Facebook was an issue. Originally, one of my co-hosts was unable.
Too many issues with that, but I did get a parental strike on some of my not a strike, but you do have to be of age to watch my YouTube videos now.
Oh, your YouTube.
Yeah. And then it didn't. It took a while to get to that point, though. It took, oh my gosh, almost a whole year before they even know. I thought it was kind of nice. I was like, "Now you guys noticing me now? You noticing me now?"
Yeah, that's a good now you know who I am.
Yeah,
Now you're paying attention.
finally you see that I'm smoking weed over here.
That's awesome.
funny.
So let's see.
Medical cannabis.
Yeah, I after I did that, when I got to 1,000 followers, I did the 1 gram dab on live, and I haven't been able to go live since.
That's actually how my honey remembers you.
Doing that.
The 1 gram dab. He's like, because I
my
have
God.
you, and then I have another friend, Angel, and he's like, Angel from the station, and I'm like, no. He's like, Angel did with the 1 gram dab, and I'm like, yes, that Angel. He's like, okay, so that's how you're known.
Oh man. Yeah, so I've had this video of it from the live, but Instagram won't let me post it because it's from that live that they've shadow banned me from. And some people even told me oh my God, I thought you deactivated your Instagram or something. I haven't seen your post. And then I went to your page and seen there's tons, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a shadow ban. It's fine. I'm just
I haven't
just getting high over
yet,
here.
so
I don't know
we'll
if
see if it
nobody
comes.
said anything.
Yeah.
Maybe I have been.
I think when you realize your numbers drop, that's kind of when
and
all of a
also I
sudden
have
you
a
get no
creator
likes.
page, so I could see how many people have viewed it. It'll show you, and it'll show you how it's dropped.
All the
I'm
analytics.
What the heck? Yeah.
I really like that part of doing this whole podcast thing is looking at all the.
Oh,
I
Anchor
try not
is
to look
awesome
at the
with that
analytics
too.
and
No?
stuff.
Really?
No, I know that
Yeah,
the people
I
that
do.
follow me, shout out to you guys, all the people that be following me. They're pretty they're pretty much my friends and stuff at this point. You know what I mean? And I've seen a lot of people, the same people over the same course of time, so you kind of get to know your fans, or the people that follow you, and it's really cool. So I may not have a lot, a crap load of followers and stuff, but I know my followers are good.
I was really excited when we got to 20 listens. I was like, 20 people listen, babe. 20 people listened.
Yeah.
Think about it.
It's the little things.
I'm going for my 2K on Instagram, 2,000
shit.
followers.
Nice.
Yeah, coming up
Oh,
here, so I'm only 150 away. But that little,
What are you
that
gonna
little
do?
200, I have a pretty big giveaway. There's a lot of stuff in there,
Nice.
and if you're a med patient out here, you'll really like it.
Nice.
I mean, there's pandies in there and stuff. I try
Oh,
to give
that's
back,
okay.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
I
Go
win a
enter,
lot of
guys.
things. I get to do a lot of things that not a lot of people get to do and stuff. So I always like to give back when I can.
That's cool. I was actually spent some time the last week watching your videos and of course listening to your podcast to kind of have an idea of what to talk to you guys about. I like the adventures that you go on. It's pretty cool to see you go out into the city and do your thing, and
It's pretty fun.
you get this really cool
I
feedback.
originally, though, what I wanted to do, most of it was to get more feedback from the people. Getting high with Eli was coming and sitting down with me and smoking with me, and then getting your feedback. That's decide together whether this stuff's really cool, you know.
Oh yeah, so
and
like
stuff.
reviews.
What's that?
Like reviews,
Yeah,
reviewing
the review part of it and stuff like that. So getting high review,
Yeah.
you're getting high
These are
review.
dope.
And the few people I've had, the few people I've had on the show though, they love it, you know, because we just did it free, you know, just whatever, just smoking and stuff like that. And it's getting better and better, you know, because now I gotta figure out how to ask people questions and keep things lively and keep things going and stuff.
Trying to make sure everyone stays talking and, you know, what are we doing and what are we going to talk about and planning it out, and then sometimes you just have to wing it, I have to admit.
Instagram's huge, like it is a huge platform. It doubled for me. I started my Instagram to promote my YouTube, and I started making little videos for my Instagram, which I thought were gnarly. They're only like a minute long, so I kept them on my Instagram. But I've been trying to mix it up and throw them in my YouTube and let everybody see them. But you know, like stop motion photography and stuff like that. That stuff takes a lot of.
I enjoy watching your videos.
Get into that, but
oh man,
I don't have the
it takes time and
patience.
effort, you know.
Yeah, the way you have
all
like the
pays off.
graphics come in, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
awesome.
fun.
It's cool to watch. It's really cool to see everyone's talents that come together, especially when you work together and you find like people that are supportive
And that's mainly what I do too on my show, just like promoting local artists and local things. You know, I'll go hang out with my homeboy that's a glass blower or something like that. You know, and show people, you know, his art and stuff. I love glass blowing. I'll go anywhere for glass blowing lessons and stuff like that. It's awesome.
The whole community is so wide. It's such an awesome community. I love meeting people, and that's kind of what brought me to do this. Was I realized through Panda Stash that I just loved hearing people's stories, why they were doing what they were doing. There's so many different aspects of it, and so it's just cool to learn people's stories and bring it out there and be like, yeah, I smoke weed, but like last week I was really proud of the Canna Planet Herbalist and Chronic Queen for coming out and sharing their stories, being the first guests,
That's awesome.
and just learning more about them, because you know, you see the Canna Planner and all you think is the pink kush. But to learn about what she goes through, I was like, wow, like, and you still get up every day and do what you need to do, like, that's incredible.
Stay up late, get up early, long nights.
Yeah, she's a hard worker, man.
Oh, yeah.
She definitely is. So, you guys won the giveaway. So, thank you guys for being supportive. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for joining today. I want to give a shout out. The cool thing about doing it this way is I actually get to shout out all my sponsors. So first and foremost, I want to thank Rika Dink. She came all the way out to my work, Big Bear, gave me this big basket. She had given tickets to that concert, which kind of got a little, ended up being last minute cancellation. But yeah.
Oh, nice.
But so you might find tickets to that in your bag.
It's over.
And then a lot of the stuff that she gave, like the tray, the hat, all of that stuff was stuff that she's.
That's a nice tray.
All of that was stuff that she was
There's
able
a down
to
bat
do.
too, but it's being used at home.
I also wanted to thank, of course, Pink Kush, the Canna Planner. Canna Kitty, she supplied a painting for you, which I absolutely loved. Chronically Crafted, there's some of her pouches in both of your guys' giveaways. Dom Life gave us some shirts. Lights Out Boutique, the little bows.
Oh,
I saw you were wearing the bow.
Everybody
I sent her
loved
the
it.
message.
It's a
I
bow
had
tie,
her.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody
Perfect.
loved my little bow.
They're so
I'm
cute.
trying to figure out a good outfit to go with the other one, because that one's the Hocus Pocus one. And I'm like,
Oh
it's
yeah.
perfect.
When,
It's perfect.
so I was actually honestly was going to keep that one for myself. To be honest, it was in my pile because I got some from her for the giveaway, and then I got some for myself and my daughter for Disneyland that we're going to. And I was gonna keep that one, but then I was like, wait, she'll rock this way more than just the month of October. So she should have this one.
Thank you. I fucking love it. I'm like, I can't wait. I love this one.
So this lovely piece right here came from Big Bear Smoke Shop.
Big Bear.
Oh.
I just went over there.
Yeah.
Yep, on my way over.
What did you think of it?
Yep, they got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Tons of wraps, bro. Tons of wraps.
I'm very proud of that.
They got a little dog in there.
Oh yeah, little
There was
Cleo. She's
Yeah,
so
it's a cute
cute.
little
Yeah,
dog.
so that's my
It's the
coworker.
cutest thing in the whole world.
I know,
Except for
isn't
yours. Yours
she?
is pretty dang cute.
Mine's cute too, but Cleo is a cutie pie.
She just brought up this little rope and like wanted me to like
Yeah,
tug a war.
and she's vicious.
yeah.
When she plays with that rope, she's vicious.
But otherwise not, right? She just
Right,
walked up to me
otherwise
like
she's
hit me in the
just
leg
like
with the rope and wanted
This
me to tug a
dainty
war
little
with.
thing.
It was like this big. This dog is this big.
Oh no! I met a really super cute dog this morning. It made my morning.
Meeting new dogs is awesome.
I can't help it. It's a bad
She
habit
had,
of
like,
mine.
the longest hair,
dog.
but obviously they got her hair cut, and it looked like she had pigtails on her ears, and then the longest hair on her tail, and so she like just ran up to me. She was no bigger than this tray, and I'm like, your
How
dog's. I'm gonna take it.
I have a new dog, thank you. So again, Big Bear, shout out to them for always supplying me with giveaway stuff all the time. And then you guys each got your Panda Stash jars.
Yeah, yep.
I freaking love this jar.
There
And
was
and the
Antonella Handcrafts.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. For the water bottles, they're awesome. I'm jealous because I don't have one.
yeah, they're really awesome.
You guys do, so that's awesome.
I got a little baked rose in there right
Put all my stuff.
now.
There.
Nice.
It's all good.
You both got beef jerky.
Yes.
That's my favorite beef jerky.
It's
Blue and
gone.
Sons.
Yes, I'm not trying that.
Ah.
I'm not trying that yet.
It's so good.
Tried other,
It's really
other
good.
kinds of
We
jerky.
sell that at Big Bear, by the way, and he has it at a few places.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
we have that at Big Bear. It's delicious. And then also Carolyn Baker said that you guys are going to get some cookies from her. So you guys just need to reach out to her, let her know that you guys were the winners, and
Dabin
she'll take care
Baker,
of
I
you.
know who she is. Yes.
I love Carolyn.
Yes,
she's so
she's-
sweet.
Yes, she's very good.
I'm so her stuff is so different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Mhm.
say, she's always had like some different combinations, and I'm like, wow, that sounds really good.
See, that's
Remember-
one good thing about all the women in the cannabis industry.
Right.
Man, they got cookies.
Brownies.
They got brownies.
So I remember one time we were at an event and it was by AZ Women's Touch. And Carolyn set up and she had her set up with cookies and treats and stuff, and she was telling me, and I was so high, but she was telling me like why she put together this cookie this way, and I was just
Oh, she's
like,
got
that's
like a
so
whole.
impressive. Yeah, there's a reason that
Yeah.
there's mango, and there's a reason that there's rosemary, and there's a reason that there's these
Sage and
different,
stuff.
different things in
That's
her
fucking
cookies, and I was
awesome.
like, that's so
It's too
cool.
small. My
You have the nails.
These are my real nails.
You don't have brownies.
Wow.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah,
That's very impressive.
but I broke one. This one.
Oh yeah, that happens. That happens.
Hard work, man.
It is tough being a You just redid your bangs, right?
Yeah, I just redid my whole hair actually. I had grew it out for like a year, and then I was like, okay. But I haven't messed with my bangs. It was time to get a new color, so.
Yeah. I just did my hair for the first time in like ever. So
Yeah,
that was
you're all
exciting.
lighter now too.
That was an exciting transformation. I'm still not sure that I'm used to it though.
It'll be
It's
fun.
different. It's different, but I'm like, oh, okay, that's a picture of me. That's different. Cool. So tell me about what you hope for the future of your show.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know, bigger and better things, of
Yeah.
course, you know. But I don't know. Get more patience. I want some more patience. Come on, like get a hold of me, guys. Hit me
Yeah.
up. Yeah. Let's hang out. Let's freaking try out some
Get in
products
high
and
with
stuff.
Eli.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Let's make it fun. You know.
Go on adventures.
Yeah. Why not? You know.
What did you kind of research did you do just like, how did you come about doing your podcast? What did you have to go through to put it together? To put it together your show?
I just started YouTube because like I said, I always thought I wanted to do it, and I seen lots of other people doing it too. And then I particularly don't watch TV. I watch YouTube videos, literally.
Yeah. Who watches
So I
TV
go home.
anymore?
I go
I'm not
home
old enough.
I watch YouTube videos on how to make things and all these other weird stuff. You know what I mean? And so that was just a platform I chose to go with. And then I just figured since I it's something that I love doing for daily for work because I grow weed for
Oh,
okay.
dispensaries and stuff like that.
Nice.
I have for 5 years. And on and
Awesome.
off. I'm looking right now if anybody's hiring. They want me to come work in their grow.
Gosh, I always wish I could work in weed, but
It's fun and I love it. Because at the end of the day, you know that you did something good. You know what I mean? You can go home at the end of the day and be like, I'm doing something good. It's helping people. It's caring, and it's helping people deal with their
Yeah.
their problems and stuff. So
Yeah.
you can lay your head at night and be like,
So you said you've
that
been
was
growing
good.
for 5 years?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you ever start growing other things, or just strictly just?
Oh, when
just
I was
weed?
in it, when I was in.
Did you do FFA?
Yeah, before I moved out here to Arizona. No, not necessarily, but I did have my
No,
own
I got-
garden though. You know what I mean? I had my own gardens and stuff. Like I had some bad tomato plants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like growing peppers and stuff. Those are cool. Because if you learn about the plants and stuff, even if you kind of starve those a little bit of their water, they get a lot hotter.
Oh.
Like hot.
Hmm.
And when I was younger, I used to like hot things. Now that I'm older, not so much.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
trying to go
Like,
more
oh.
vegan, so I want to start growing like all my own, like potatoes,
Yeah,
like just the basic stuff: potatoes, carrots,
I've grown
lettuce. I don't know.
cucumbers.
Cucumbers, yeah.
Carrots are good.
Tomatoes,
Pumpkins, watermelons.
like all the basic like
Strawberries.
harvest stuff, you
Yeah.
know.
I have a
wanna
hard
grow
time
my
keeping
own.
cactuses alive. I don't know if you guys saw my cactuses outside, but they're sorry. I'm sorry. I
thought they
tried.
keep themselves
You gotta have a
alive.
green thumb if you wanna like be in that part of the
This is
industry
Arizona. I
long
thought they
enough,
keep
you know?
themselves alive. You see?
No,
I don't.
I can kill those. So that's the level of green thumb I have.
I'm a very bad witch. I do kill stuff. Heather gave me some flowers on our first date, and if it wasn't for Nettie, like trimming them and keeping them together, like they lived for like 3 weeks. It was impressive, but they would have been dead in 3 days. I just
I'm the
did
same
it.
way. I'm the exact same way. So I have a question for you guys. Why do you utilize cannabis? What is it that brought you to it?
Well, I got a couple different reasons. I do come from a medical background, and while I was in med school, I was kind of myself, like battling my own medical issues. So I did have some mental issues, and they had me on like a lot of different stuff, and I was really young, and I just felt like this doesn't feel good. Like this doesn't feel good. I'd rather just smoke a bowl and calm down. And so I would do like that, and I would fight with my mom because she's like, "You smell like weed." And I'm like, "Well, at least I'm not zombied out on the couch. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you." And then she didn't ever really come around to it until maybe about like 4 years ago. I broke my leg really, really bad, and I was out. Like, I was out of commission, stuck on the couch for about 9 months in a cast.
Wow.
And of course, they gave me tons of like Percocets and like other stuff, and I wouldn't eat because I'm taking those. I'm in so much pain. I would just be vomiting, like, and I have to crutch myself to the bathroom to vomit. Like, it was a mess. And my mom was like, at one point, I was just crying because I couldn't get in my cast, and she like told my dad, like, Eloy, help her. Like, what can we do? And he's like, what do you mean? What can I do? Well, my dad, look, he does smoke. And so she's like, I know you have something that she can smoke. And he's like,
I do not. I'll be right back.
I don't. Hold on. So he comes out with this little pipe, and he like has a bowl loaded, and he's like, here, come on, let's go. My mom's like, what, this Febreze? I'm like, what do you think you're doing? She's like, well, I figured like you would blow it out, and I would just like Febreze it. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Like, not at all. So my dad helps me go outside, and I'm like super awkward. Like, how I grew up, it was like I used to get in trouble for smoking. So I'm like looking down, like hitting the bowl. And it's just custom, so I'm like, do I pass this to my dad? Like, what do I do? So I'm like,
what's the right etiquette here?
yeah, so I like try to pass it, and he's like, you smoke it. I'm like, okay. He's all, it's Pineapple Express. That's my favorite, And that was just that. Like, my mom's been okay with it after. Like, I would go in the backyard, and she knows, like, I mean, I have a plate and about 12 screws that go straight through my leg that hold it together. So
Wow.
it's very painful. I had to learn how to walk again. So I do smoke a lot, but I'm in a lot of pain. Like, my leg's constantly always swollen. I do work 7 days a week, and I'm a barber, so it gets inflamed.
Yeah, you work a lot.
Yeah, I do. So I smoke a lot so that way I can keep working, because, I mean...
It just helps it.
Yeah, it's really crazy, like, when you're an adult trying to learn how to walk again, because when you're a kid, like a baby falls down and they have the courage to get back up. Well, when you're an adult, you're like, I'm not about to fall, like, I can't do this. Like, yeah. So even now, like, I look at curves and I'm like, that's a little too high. I'm just gonna like go around. Like, I'll find the ramp or something because I don't want to fall ever. I don't even know what's gonna. I don't have an ankle bone. Like, you can see the plate. Like, my ankle bone's gone. It's just metal that sticks out of my leg like that. So it's
When
pretty
did you
crazy.
become a patient?
Actually, last year in February, or no, this year in February. So in February, I'll get to renew and get a 2-year.
Nice. That's exciting. I'm so excited about the 2-year thing. You said you get a sponsorship through marijuana evaluations.
I did, but yeah, they are
Nice.
sponsoring me,
That's awesome.
so that was nice.
And you got the 2-year? Or you want the
no,
year?
I wanted to hurry up and get my card so I could start making more videos as fast as possible because I didn't want to make videos without my card.
Right.
Ooh, yeah.
So
Good shit.
I did have a little. I went in early, but they had a problem at Arizona and they sent it back for some reason. Like there was a problem with it, so it delayed it like a week or two. So I was a week or two without. But I should have had it on time. It's not their fault. It was the state's fault. So. Well,
It happens.
Mine had got sent to the
It was
wrong
just
address.
mistakes that
It was off
happened.
by like a number.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
That happens.
Like it was a 6.
But I never had that problem before either, though. You know, like in the past. So.
Yeah, I've been a patient for 2.5 years now. I can't imagine going back. Like,
Me either.
I can't imagine going back. It's so nice to just walk into a store, get what I want to get, have choices.
Yes.
It's not like I have this and I have this.
Or you got some
Or you have to wait
Pretendo. Play with no name.
Waiting there for 3 hours,
Like I'm here. Why'd you tell me to come?
there are
There's-
store hours,
there
and
you-
that's my limit.
You can have people and they'll bring it to your house. Now there's delivery options.
I've
if you're
actually
a
used some
patient and
too.
you're at home
Okay,
and stuff,
but
you
the
know, you
whole
don't
I know
necessarily-
that there's
maps
like I know that there's
and-
like a
There's
problem
stings
right
going
now.
on right
Yeah.
now.
I
in
know, but a
Phoenix.
delivery service from a dispensary.
Oh,
yeah, there's
true.
one like
You know what I mean?
Superb, I believe
True.
it is.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
I've heard of
dispensaries
Super.
out
Dawn
there.
Life, I think,
Dawn
has.
Life does it too.
Dawn Life is.
Who
So,
else? I know
there's
there's a
quite a
few
few.
now. Oh, I think in Canto, I get the text that in Canto they do delivery now. I
Yeah.
haven't done it. I'm scared. I'd rather just go
I
to
know,
the store.
sometimes I'm scared too, but like when I had
I've
my
never
wallet
done it
stolen
from
and I had
the
to do
dispensary.
it
That's pretty good.
because I had my wallet stolen, so I didn't have my med card, so I can't go to the dispensary, ordered a new one, but it's gonna come in the mail. So I used it before, but oh my god, my paranoia! I was like, should I take the dog with me? I should take the dog.
Emotional support.
Yeah, and I'm like, he's gonna get him before I do.
Yep, funny. That's a good one. I wish I knew which one was which. They're all really good. We just kind of dove into it.
I should move another bowl here.
That one is
There's one
actually
movie right
animal candy.
Oop.
Animal candy.
Animal candy. Nice.
You're welcome.
Do we have the pizza?
Yeah, I just didn't know if you guys wanted to eat it on.
I'm like, I want a pizza then.
Somebody wants to see that.
They make videos like all the time for that.
Yeah, that lady, I forget her name, but she like eats the shrimp,
Sit it
like
over kind of
eggs, like all crazy. And I'm like, I want her life.
So many
Yeah.
YouTube videos.
There's so many things you can watch now.
That's a
It's
cool thing though, that
insane.
you can take any one of your hobbies and
Make it a thing.
do stuff, yeah.
That's what we were saying before we started was like
Lady,
we
do you want to
turned to YouTube to kind of learn a lot of different things. Like a lot of things that I've learned in my own business has been YouTube.
This whole face that I'm wearing today.
YouTube tutorials.
Been watching the drag queens on YouTube.
My daughter just started wearing makeup because of her. She's in band and they're in color guard, so she has to put on this whole face of makeup.
yeah.
And I'm not like I've been wearing the same makeup since like 1995. Chola wing.
That's another reason why I started my channel too, is to let people know the new products that are out, the new things that are out, the good stuff that you can go get, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that way, if you want to know, you know.
With-
what's there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, before I was a
Different
patient,
things.
I was like, I'm not messing with this wax stuff. I'm old school. Roll me up one. That's
Yeah.
it. And,
Up until recently, that was kind of the only way. That and a bong, and that
Yeah.
was really it.
Now there's new portable things you can
Yeah,
use, you know,
vaporizers.
that do stuff for you, so other ways around it.
Pens, cartridges,
And you
everything
spray
is so. We even have a dab stick that's electronic as well.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So you just push a button
Those
and
are cool.
it gets hot and
Leave it, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are cool.
those are expensive.
Yeah.
I can't.
It doesn't come out very often. Anymore.
They're not actually
That
not
was
too.
my
They're
thought.
not too expensive anymore.
No?
No, you can get for just about $100 for
Oh,
a
that's not
setup
so
and
bad.
stuff. Yeah,
You spend $30 on a torch every time.
120 and stuff. I mean, that's an investment.
This bastard,
expensive.
it's give or
Yeah.
take sometimes.
Mhm.
Like, I don't need a big one for my dad's straw.
Yeah,
But these, I feel like these go out way more than
yeah,
regular
they
torches.
go fast
So
for
sad.
sure. For sure. So what else can we talk about, guys? We can play hot box.
Stoner.
Yeah.
I'm down for some hot
We're done
dogs.
at 35. That's pretty good. We got through 35 minutes.
35 minutes. Getting
On the
bit.
dot.
I'm scared of what's in this box because she came over and brought this box
Okay,
over here.
so
I was like, is something gonna jump out of
My-
this or?
my
You never
amazing
know.
co-host and
It's a hot box.
we at the end of every show, we play hot box. And again, they're not here today because this was a kind of on the fly, let's see if we can pull this off kind of thing.
Right.
But we will be all back together again October 27th live on KDIF, all back together. Next week we're gonna be in California. I'm so excited to do that.
Awesome. So you're gonna
So-
be live in California?
Yeah,
You're, like,
we're
do it
gonna.
live?
Yeah, that's what we're hoping to do.
Like on one of the
Fingers
social
crossed.
medias and stuff.
Yeah.
Want
Okay.
a pizza?
Stay tuned for
Yeah,
that.
stay tuned, because we'll figure it out.
Do you want a pizza too?
I'm good on pizza, thank you.
Do you want a pizza? I freaking love pizza.
Mhm.
I had some pinwheels and they're delicious.
I love pizza.
Alright.
So hot box. So we play at the end of every show, and we wrote all the questions so that we can get to know each other. Well, my sister decided she was going to, since we're not on the radio and we can answer anything we want.
Uncensored.
This is the uncensored my sister version.
It's not too uncensored. I didn't want to get crazy. But
Thank you.
I kept it a little PG-13.
So this is the Alien at Soul version.
Haha.
The motherfucker version.
Motherfucker.
It's cute. You guys are cute.
So, the cool thing about what we've been able to do is expand ourselves out. And me and my sister have been working on our own things for so long. So this is the first time we've been able to work together, and it's interesting. It's fingers crossed, but
Still praying. I
So
never prayed
far-
before.
we've made it to episode 4.
Hey,
We're still tugging along.
rocking.
Heck yeah! All right, so let's open up this box. You go first, Eli. You first.
Oh, okay. Nothing jumped up at me.
I think there are still some questions from the girls, yeah? A few at least? Alright.
Let's see if I get a girl one. From the girls, what do you mean from the girls?
Oh, from the Loud Weed Girls.
Yeah, my co-host, my lovely co-host.
Okay.
I missed them. I missed Shalina. I sounded like Blue's Clues.
You did.
This is so
Hers
bad.
is way better.
That's how I talk to my dog.
What does it say?
I don't understand. Is this flying or boat?
Oh,
Would you rather
travel.
fly a plane or in a
Oh,
boat?
would I rather travel by plane or boat? Either or, I guess.
Either way, it's
Yeah,
fine.
they're both cool.
Do you have any fears?
Do I have any fears?
Mhm.
Like,
Like, I don't know that I could get on a boat.
I don't think I could get on a freaking boat.
No, me either.
Not in the
Those are cool.
freaking ocean.
And
I
I'm
couldn't.
from California. Like, we've done that little boat
I
in
don't do
Long
the
I've
Beach
done the
to
little
the
ferry
island.
boat.
There's reasons
Like,
why
that
we
was
don't do
cute.
it.
Really?
I always did
Serious?
Right.
first
Yeah,
Yeah.
girls.
jumped
Of
up
course,
high.
like,
I'm
I'm
fucking
kid.
dead.
here for my kids,
Okay.
you know? Kids is life.
Yeah.
I'll fly every day. Spontaneous combustion dead in the ocean.
Yeah, but then what if I freaking die? Like,
Yeah.
the plane malfunctions over the ocean. Then I'm back
Then
in the
I'm fucked.
ocean. Like, ugh.
Either way.
I'm scared of bears.
So, there we go.
Bears. If those
Bears?
things coming, if a bear's coming after me, I'd be scared.
Bears.
Yeah.
I have a fear of owls.
Owls.
It's really sad.
Really?
It's really
Yeah,
sad.
they
I don't
don't
like
do it.
owls.
I like these questions. That wasn't bad.
They creep me
Bam,
out.
one down.
One down. We got through one. Number 1. It's your turn.
Okay. quote a funny movie. You guys have to guess what movie.
Okay.
Okay.
Ice cream? When the fuck did we get ice cream?
Oh no, I don't know. My
Favorite
sister's
quote, I bet
dying.
you already saved that one.
My sister's dying.
She did it just the way I wanted it to. Yes.
Tell us what it is.
Yeah, you got it.
You
You
know.
get
I
that.
honestly don't know.
The Ringer with
The
Johnny
Ringer?
Knoxville.
Oh, I
He's
Ringer,
lying.
yeah.
The guy's lying about taking the kids from the Special Olympics for ice
Okay.
cream,
Oh,
and because
yeah.
they don't have a filter, he's like, ice cream? When the fuck did we get ice cream? He's so busted.
Oh,
Oh
That's awesome.
man.
Now it's your turn now.
Mm. I'm more afraid of my sister's questions than you guys are.
I hope you get the one I wanted you to get.
I already talked about this. What's my biggest phobia?
Okay, so then you got.
What is it?
If you already
My biggest
talked about
phobia.
it.
You already talked about it.
I don't like owls.
Oh.
I don't like Jello either.
You don't like Jello?
I do
Me
not
either. I don't fuck
like
with Jello. It's a texture thing.
Like J.
Ugh.
L-L-O.
She's like
Yeah.
scared of it.
So one time my sister literally chased me around the house
Oh.
on holiday until I was crying in a corner. That's how much I don't like Jello. I'm not gonna say I'm afraid of it. It just grosses me the fuck out. I don't.
She was scared in the corner. Let me tell you.
Oh my god.
My coworkers tease me about it too. They're like, "You want some Jello?" I'm like, "Fuck you guys." What would
such a
you
good
tell your
phobia.
younger self?
Oh shit.
Oh my god. I don't know who wrote this question, but
One of the girls did.
yeah, this is one of the girls' questions. What would I tell my younger self? I think I would tell my younger self to be more confident of how my gut feelings. Like, if anything, if I had listened to my gut a little bit more instead of maybe my heart or hormones, whichever were louder at the time. Yeah, I think that just listen to that gut a little more would have been some good advice to myself.
All of you answer that question.
Yeah, that's a good one. What would you tell your younger self?
Do it and do it big. I don't know. Why not? Do it earlier. Why did I start earlier, you know? Trying to do stuff.
That's one of
Why
the things.
why wait till why did I wait so long? You know, that's what I would
That's
say.
one of the things that I love about seeing the younger girls in the cannabis communities. I'm a mom, so especially seeing the young moms, seeing them out there being who they are, not hiding it. Me and my sister hid who we are for up until this year.
Yeah.
Like literally this year, I told at the start of this show, the very first episode, I called my dad and I was like, "So, Dad, guess what?"
Well, see, and it's a young industry out here. You know, it's pretty young in Arizona. So if you have talent and like whatever, like all these donated things we got, you know, jars,
Yeah.
little things to hold your pens
Yeah,
and stuff. You know what I
chronically
mean?
crafted. She's
Yeah.
so cute.
You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
if you have that
The
talent,
artists.
do it. Like be a part of the industry, make your money out.
Oh,
of it,
yeah.
You know, because it's gonna.
There's a niche for
It's only
everyone.
getting bigger.
And like even
The
if someone's
projection
doing
is
the
even
same
more money
thing,
next year. You know, it's gonna be spent on cannabis or
Oh,
the
yeah.
industry, and it's gonna continue to roll
even
that
if
way.
someone's doing the same thing, and if someone like we all have podcasts, but the fact that we can all come together, there's no hate, there's no competition, and at the end of the day, we're all gonna have something to walk away from. Like that's really what matters, and that's the kind of community that we really need.
Yeah.
Especially as patients, like we have to come together and be a little bit more united. The drama is silly.
It really is.
What would you tell your younger self?
Oy. I was horrible. Man. Like,
Same.
I can admit that now. Like,
So
I'm
bad.
almost 30, and, like, high school me, like, if that, like, I don't know how my mom did, like, stay home, listen to your mom, and leave your hair alone.
Are you listening to that, kids? Listen listen to your mom, stay home.
And leave your hair alone. Oh man.
That's funny. Another one? Another question?
Do
Go, yeah.
I want another question? I'll take one. I don't know.
You wanna rip this first?
Rib it first?
Yeah.
Yeah, that fresh bowl has been
It's been
sitting
sitting
there.
there.
Let's see if this actually works. This is some. It's not pulling. I wish I could show you that. I think
What is it?
I think I messed it up on the way over. It was some boosted extracts.
Sister, don't you have a pen?
But,
See, she's got it.
yeah, that was the thing I was gonna get to try because they're really good and I haven't tried it yet.
See, Mary Jane Smoker.
Oh yeah. Shout
Oh,
out.
what?
Good blood.
That one's cool. It looks like a pocket knife.
I know, isn't this neat? I was like, I want one.
I have the palm,
I
like the
tell
smallest
you,
one as
it's
possible
your-
because
they
I
That
like to
won't
be
work.
discreet.
I don't think.
Oh, no.
I think this part.
Oh,
is
that part broke?
the
Oh, bummer.
cartridges. Yeah. That's things.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to smoke cartridges.
Oh. There's so much going on that's kind of scary.
Well, okay,
You have to
yeah,
be
all that
sure.
stuff too. And Heather's always really like, oh, that's horrible for you. You don't even know what's in it. I'm like, blah blah blah. You're hating. I'm at work. Leave me alone. Like, and then I'm like, she's like, you should stop leaving it in the car, like especially because you don't know what's in it. I'm like, oh my god. Well, one day a cartridge exploded in my truck while I was at work. And I was like, oh. That could
Yeah,
have
I
been
told
like
you
on
so.
my mouth, like.
Yeah, I told you
Great.
so.
Still has too much room
Yeah, and
on
I was
that.
like, so after I cleaned it, I was like, hey, so something happened, and I don't want to hear anything about it, but.
Well, she wrote that.
Huh?
She wrote that.
If you could talk to one person again, what would you say? Just like any person, or
Any
a
person,
person
any
that's passed,
person.
or
No, it doesn't have to be past. Like, I got people that I was.
Yeah, down here.
Today. Anybody.
I'd probably talk to my kids, tell them to follow their passion in life, follow their. That's what I do.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
That's awesome. Kids, man. I have 2 teenagers.
Kids.
How old are your kids?
One's 16. One's I think 14, and then I have like an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't
I
live
have-
around
I
here.
have-
They live in another state.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's tough.
it is. But that's what I would do.
For sure.
Your turn.
Oh, they're all tucked off in the corner.
Yeah. Makes it easy.
What is one of your favorite smells?
That's not my question.
Are you sure? What is one of your favorite?
Scents, maybe.
Smell. Okay, there's probably like a couple things. It's a cologne. Aqua di Gio. That's my dad's original from growing up. So my dad always smelled fresh.
I like
Or like probably Burberry. My best friend passed, but he used to like bathe himself in the, like he would spray his clothes before he put them on, and he like always wore Burberry.
So that's just that smell.
Yeah, and I've never known another man to like, and I've looked at it how much it is. I'm like, oh, this bougie little bitch. Like, oh my gosh.
It was weird you say he sprays his clothes before he puts them on.
Yeah.
I was like, put on my clothes and then spray
He
myself.
he will smoke, and then he'll like go and spray his clothes that he's gonna wear and then put them on. I'm like,
Definitely bougie.
okay. Yeah, every time I smell that, I'm like,
Who?
where?
Where?
Like how? How?
Let's see.
Dun, dun, dun.
How has cannabis changed your life? Man, cannabis has been a part of my life for so long. I'm not sure, like, how to. It's always been there. Like, my first time, I was like the whole peer pressure. We were in a car. I was gonna get high anyway. Like, they were like, the windows are up. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna hit it, or are you just gonna get high? Like, that's your choice right now. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm getting high right now. Thanks, friends. Shout out to Chelsea Balkenbush, wherever you are, homegirl. I appreciate you. And then I did stop for a while. I had my 2 big kids, and then, you know, back then, 15, 16 years ago, you definitely couldn't. That was like, no way.
Yeah, no.
So, I think my daughter was about 2. I was left their dad. That was crazy. And I just went right back into it. And then at first it was kind of weekly, and then it was way more than weekly, and then it was way more than daily. And now it's just like, what do you mean not?
Yeah.
So, I don't know that it's just always been there. I don't know I can't answer that one. So that's my answer. I can't answer that one. You want to go another one? We got 10 more minutes. Or is there anything else you want to talk about?
This is a pretty good
This is
conversation
fun, right?
starters,
This is fun.
Let's do it.
Break the bomb. I don't know.
There you go.
Thank you.
What's a lesson that impacted your life and you applied it today?
These are philosophical.
Right?
Maybe not like, okay, I can give you like an example of like what changed my outlook on the world, and like now I'm always like the what if person, like what, like literally like somebody says like, oh, this person does this and stuff like that, and I'm like, well, what if, I'm always the what if person, what if they're having a bad day, you know, or what if this, you know what I mean? And the reason why I do that is probably because I used to work with people, adults with autism
Okay.
in the house, and I was always there and stuff, and each person had their own character and a different personality and stuff, and then I would look at them and I'd be like, I wouldn't understand how smart that they were and stuff like that, and what they were dealing with and stuff, like just how cool it was, you know. So I always try to give everybody like the benefit of the doubt. We're all freaking humans, you know. We all have to deal, you know.
Everyone's going through something.
Yeah, no, we
different.
didn't choose to be this way, you know. I
Right.
didn't choose to be white or like a white dude or whatever. So you just deal with what you got.
Yeah.
You know.
The cards you were dealt with.
But then, in the same sense, I do have a sympathy towards other people, and so I think because I used to be a little butthead, like, you know what I mean? I was a little skater dude, and I ran around, and I was, you know what I mean, just like causing hell, causing anarchy, you know. And then I became a dad, and I kind of flipped things, but when I worked there, I think that really flipped the switch on my perception of life and stuff, and how we all should live.
That's cool. You ready?
This one, because they're trying to get away from me. Favorite stoner movie is...
You guys get the good ones, man.
You're having to really reflect in your life.
I know I come on the show, and I'm like, oh, getting touching my other woman. What the hell?
Welcome to Loud Weed.
Oh,
Loud Women
Jesus.
elevate, educate, discuss.
Oh, man. What? You win! Oh, come on the show.
Welcome to your
Oh
feelings.
my god.
Favorite stoner movie, though?
There's a few.
I know, there's so many. Like, we love stoner movies, so probably like How High even, and like
That's a
Half
good one.
Baked, and like there's a
Ghost
lot.
of a Grandma's Boy.
Yes,
I quote that
Grandma's
movie.
Boy. Like,
Oh.
I think all the movies just from a while ago. Any of them, any old movies.
Do you guys count Scooby-Doo as a stoner?
Cartoon.
The like cartoon one
movie?
or the movie?
can't
one,
watch
the
the
first
movie.
one.
The old
Yeah,
ones.
that's yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of, because you kind of watch it now and you're like,
Someone was high there.
like, who did this?
Someone was high.
Did you see that?
For a sister question. These little ones are yours? Seems little. I know, this thing's little.
What'd yours look like? That's the one I wanted to.
It was in blue.
Okay, so you're gonna have to explain this one. Black market versus retail cannabis.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. What would you prefer?
What do I
There's
prefer?
so many different, yeah. There's people on Snapchat that like pounds.
Pounds. Just kidding, allegedly. Ooh, guys, we got 5 minutes. I don't know if I prefer retail cannabis because I enjoy being a patient, going in, like I said, just kind of feeling like I'm not. It takes a little bit of that paranoia away that they say is a symptom or whatever. Like, I don't really feel that as much anymore. I don't get so worried. I talk to my kids about it. I have conversations. I'm pretty surrounded by it, obviously. So I think that just the benefit of having my card. But man, there are some allegedly black market people out there that got some fire. Just, gotta be their friends. So, alright, well, this guy's telling me I'm coming up on time. I appreciate you guys being here today, coming so far. So appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed eating.
Yes.
You guys had a good time getting in touch with your feelings, Eli. It was a good time. Good time. You had fun?
Yeah, it was
Awesome.
awesome.
Thank you for
I was
coming.
super
Thank you
I
for
know.
having me.
We got through 2 blunts, a couple bowls, several dabs.
Crazy edibles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Edibles.
Made some
I
dabs.
did.
I put some of
There's
that
only
baked
3
rose up
cupcakes
in
left.
here. Stay away from those.
I actually got those because they made me think of you with the little.
I know, they're super cute.
Aren't they so adorable? So adorable.
I love Halloween.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming again. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. One more time, tell me where I can find you, where we can follow you.
Getting high with Eli on YouTube, Instagram.
You, Angel?
I'm only on 2 platforms right now. So Instagram at @yourfavorite_bruja, and then my podcast. You can find me on Instagram and Spotify, The Lion, the Witch, and the Moon.
Super cute. I enjoy listening to that. I've listened to it a few times. So as far as Loud Weed, you can follow us on loudweed.az on Instagram. Make sure you guys also follow KDIF 102.9 out of South Phoenix. Again, we're Loud Weed. We're here to elevate, educate, and discuss. We're women, but today we got our pal Eli. We appreciate you being here.
Dope Squad.
And we'll talk to you guys again in about a week.
Es el de Eli the Dabber.